People say Custer State Park is a must-visit in the Black Hills, but does it really live up to the hype?
Today we're starting at beautiful Sylvan Lake before driving the legendary Needles Highway, squeezing through its two famous one-lane tunnels.
Then we'll finish the day on Iron Mountain Road, where 3 more tunnels perfectly frame Mount Rushmore in the distance, to find out if Custer State Park and these iconic scenic drives are truly worth the trip.
So let's hit the road and see what the Black Hills have in store for us.
Before we started exploring, we entered Custer State Park and paid our entrance fee. Since we arrived early, the entrance station wasn't staffed yet. There was a self-pay station available, but it wasn't working during our visit, so we simply placed our cash in the payment envelope. From there, we spent the day exploring the beautiful northeast section of Custer State Park, beginning with Sylvan Lake and then heading along the famous Needles Highway.
Good morning from Sylvan Lake.
Yes, today we've got a few adventures in store, but we are going to start with a hike around the lake.
We are here at the Sylvan Lake Shore Trail. We plan to go this way around, all the way. About a mile hike, so let's go do it.
It's hard to believe, but Sylvan Lake wasn't always here. A dam built in the late 1800s turned the spot into one of the most photographed places in the Black Hills. Just a short walk into our hike, we came across the Sylvan Lake General Store and Eatery, followed by the historic Sylvan Lake Lodge. We've got a little deer here eating along the trail. And it looks like you can rent canoes, kayaks, and paddle boards right here by the lodge. Coming up on some geese here. Let's see what happens. I want the video to be rolling in case they try to attack us. Good morning.
They're a little different.
Couple more.
Back home.
Yeah. Okay, so this bridge that you see in the picture right here is the top of the dam. So when you get close to it, our recommendation is to go out on the bridge and look down at the dam and then take the path to the left so you can see the dam from the bottom. Ooh, look at this! Pretty tight. Nice and cool in here though. Come on, follow me.
We're here on the backside of Sylvan Lake, and this is the dam that actually created it. Pretty cool.
All right, so we are still on the backside of Sylvan Lake. We're not sure if we have to turn around and go back or if we're going to be able to get through here. So let's explore.
All right, so we made it to the top, I guess, on the backside of Sylvan Lake. And there's a little passageway here that you can actually go down to the water. And now we are going to continue up to the top, which does connect around the lake. So let's get going. There's Janet.
We made it to the top!
Not too bad. Not too bad at all.
Yay us!
It's pretty beautiful up here. The view is nice and
It's cool out.
it's very nice and breezy, which I appreciate today compared to yesterday.
right, so we are done at Sylvan Lake, and Sylvan Lake is the beginning of the Needles Highway. So that is our next adventure here. This is the beginning of Needles Highway. These warning signs let us know Needles Highway wasn't going to be your average scenic drive. With 2 narrow one-way tunnels ahead, it was time to see if we could squeeze through. Okay, so as you come up to the Needles Eye Tunnel, there is actually a parking lot right here that you can park at, and you can see the actual Needles Eye. As I scan up here, you can see this looks like the eye of a needle. Pretty cool. Okay, so we came early enough that there's not a lot of traffic, and here comes Nate through the tunnel. We have plenty of room. Then we decided to take a second run through just for fun. Okay, so we are a little bit crazy, but we are actually going to go through it a third time so that I can try driving through it. This tunnel was definitely one of the high points of our day. If you're enjoying exploring Custer State Park with us, give us a like and hit that subscribe button. It's 100% free and really helps our small channel grow. And don't forget, we post new adventures every Friday at 6 p.m. Central Time. Now let's see what else Custer State Park has to offer.
There it is, Needles Eye Tunnel. Just came through there. That's pretty tight, but pretty cool.
And before long, we reached Iron Creek Tunnel, our second narrow tunnel along Needles Highway, and another unforgettable drive through the granite cliffs. Okay, here comes Nate through Iron Creek Tunnel. And then we started driving towards Cathedral Spires. So Nate and I had originally planned on doing the Cathedral Spires trail. However, we have a wedding to get to by 3:30. And time-wise, it just unfortunately did not work out. So hopefully the next time we are in town, we can do that. Here's another fun fact from Adventures with Nate and Janet. In 1923, South Dakota historian Doane Robinson stopped here after his Model T overheated. While waiting for water, he looked up at these incredible granite spires and imagined giant sculptures carved into the Black Hills. That simple moment of inspiration eventually led to the creation of Mount Rushmore just a few miles away. The Needles Highway continues this way, But what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a left here at this sign that says the Black Hills Playhouse, and we're gonna head down that road. It's a shortcut to get to Iron Mountain Road, where we are going to see some tunnels that frame out Mount Rushmore. All right, so here we are at the end of South Playhouse Road, and we are gonna take a left here on Iron Mountain Road, and that is the road we are going to take to see the 3 tunnels that frame out Mount Rushmore. Just a little ways up Iron Mountain Road, you can get your first glimpse of Mount Rushmore. There's a small pullout here that you can park and take a look. Have made it to the Scovel Johnson Tunnel, tunnel number 1. And supposedly when we go through here, it's supposed to frame Mount Rushmore. So we're gonna walk through, see if it does.
Pretty cool tunnel, actually. I didn't realize you could actually see Mount Rushmore on the far side of this. I mean, I'm literally walking towards Mount Rushmore. That is pretty cool. Okay, so here is the second tunnel, the Gideon Tunnel, and we actually had to walk through this tunnel to come from the other side to get the view of Mount Rushmore. So we had to take a quick break because a truck was coming through, so we had to hide. But we have resumed. And as you can see in the distance here, Mount Rushmore. Okay, finally, here comes Nate. There was about 15 Jeeps that just went through the tunnel all together. It was super cool. Okay, this is the third and final tunnel, which definitely gives the best picture of Mount Rushmore. We're gonna do this one from the car. And before leaving Iron Mountain Road, we had one last iconic sight to enjoy, the famous Pigtail Bridges. Built in the 1930s, these spiral bridges were designed to help the road climb the steep hills while blending into the surrounding landscape. They are a remarkable piece of engineering and the perfect way to end this unforgettable drive. So, does Custer State Park live up to the hype? For us, the answer is an easy yes. Even after spending the day exploring Sylvan Lake, Needles Highway, and Iron Mountain Road, we left knowing we'd only scratched the surface. If this was just a small taste of everything Custer State Park has to offer, we can't wait to come back and experience even more. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and hit that subscribe button. We really do appreciate your support. And stay tuned for next week's video as we explore Spearfish Canyon.